Kanye West. As long as the outside with the zoo, you'll never see home.
Coming up next. Well, points won't be easy to come by in this one, Stan.
Here we go.
We have two of the toughest defenses in the league here.
Yeah, look, the way these teams can rotate and cover for each other is phenomenal. They know that defense is their identity, and they pride themselves on it.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. The shot's good.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
DiVincenzo, pass to Randall. Back to DiVincenzo from deep. And he buries his first look.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Holmgren deciding where to go with it. Pass to Hartenstein. Williams against McDaniels. 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Sees the lob. It's tipped. And they're running. And stolen by Hartenstein. Now Williams. Off target from outside. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat. His team is facing off with the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. As far as how they plan to defend him, Coach said it'll be a team effort. They plan to rotate who has him defensively, and Coach's words were, Ant is so special. You have to guard him with the numbers. Back to you guys. Okay,
good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Yep, that one goes.
Hey, those second chance points are found money. Tremendous effort there.
The drive by DiVincenzo. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Now here's SGA. He had 25 points in his last game. And stolen by Holmgren. Outside, Williams. Holmgren with a screen on Edwards. SGA passes to Hartenstein. The 3 from Holmgren. He shoots again. Uses the glass to drop it in. It's all knotted up.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. SGA passes to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. The 3 from Holmgren. Holmgren with another miss.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Hartenstein passes to SGA. It's Dort on the wing. Holmgren outside. Just 5 to shoot. Outside for Dort. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. That doesn't go either for Holmgren.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Edwards for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got his 4th rebound in this one. Dort outside. SGA looking around. There's the 3. Connects from downtown.
Defenses used to be able to live with Shea taking that shot, but that's not the case anymore.
The Timberwolves trail. McDaniels passes to DiVincenzo. For 3. Hits the trifecta. DiVincenzo's got 6.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wallace comes in for Chet Holmgren. And Isaiah Joe subbed in for Dort. Naz Reid's checked in for Minnesota. DeSumo comes in for DiVincenzo.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
And here's SGA. Big-time offensive force he's been. He's averaging just over 31 a game. That one drops for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the game.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Dosunmu outside. McDaniels from long range. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. Just missed it.
Reed against Williams. Joe, pass to Williams. Hits a three-pointer.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value. Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's got 5. It's blocked by Gobert. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 1. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
So for Minnesota right now, Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Ayo Dosunmu out there with Bones Highland. And it's Clark in at the small forward. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. And there's a pick. Pass to Joe from behind the arc. Pure from three-point range. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all. They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Highland. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Wallace. Here's Joe. Wallace outside. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
And in their last game against this club, turnovers really were a problem for them.
Yeah, taking care of the ball has to be their #1 priority. But they also have to stay aggressive. You have to strike a good balance.
Now here's Mitchell. 5-point lead, biggest of the game.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Reed for 3. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
You don't want to leave Reed any space out there. He's an efficient three-point shooter.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Mitchell. And then for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And it's Edwards in for Highland.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, following the three-pointer by Minnesota. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. Oh, the persistence inside of Chet Holmgren.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Wallace, and it's Dort in for Joe. And here are the Thunder now, following the three-pointer by Minnesota. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Ayo Dosunmu picks one up. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the game now.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
And he hits it to tie the game.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Outside, SGA. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten his third basket of the night. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Lou Dort picks one up.
Well, look, Edwards welcomes physical defense because he looks for ways to get to the line.
And the Thunder making a change here. Wallace is checked in. And then for Minnesota, Reed's checked in for Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in for Dosunmu. All right, a chance to check out stats for him.
Second team foul.
And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players, so if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
Now here's Edwards. 13 points in the game. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Well, you know, Gobert doesn't usually show off much, but that was special.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. SGA with it. DiVincenzo covering. Outside, SGA. Outside, Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Yeah, nice job by J-Dub, just playing above the rim.
McDaniels, that's good.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
And they got into a consistent offensive flow, largely because the defense they were facing was poor.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still mattered. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
The Thunder have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Look at Shea playing big inside.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Timberwolves trail by 3. DiVincenzo, pass to Reed. Misses the 3. Oklahoma City has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. It's blocked by Gobert.
As intimidating a defensive presence as there is, Gobert could write a book on rim protection.
Number 25, A.J. Mitchell.
Hartenstein passes to Dort. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. SGA against Edwards. Shot clock at 5. And stolen by Edwards. Up in time. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Thunder out in front. They lead by 3. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
I think for Oklahoma City, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part, the postseason.
And now back to the SGA show. I mean, the first half. It really has been all SGA. Well, that does it for halftime. Let's get back to game.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Thunder leading by 3. 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here's the break. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. DiVincenzo picks him up.
So good at finding these rejections. Gobert has all the physical tools and razor-sharp reflexes as a defender. Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Edwards, a pass to DiVincenzo. No good from outside. The Thunder shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. And stolen by Gobert. Outside Edwards. Edwards hits from beyond the arc.
Well, Ant will pull up from anywhere beyond the arc. Of course, more than comfortable letting it fly from the corner.
SGA against DiVincenzo. It's blocked by Gobert. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Knocks down the triple.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Now here's SGA. He's got 10. Shot clock at 3. Fires at the elbow. And the shot falls short that time.
They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just one of their first 4 attempts.
And the ball out of play. The Thunder will have it. Over the last month, these are the highest scoring teams in the NBA. 5th on the list, the Thunder.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately. Running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
DiVincenzo to pass to Randall. And stolen by Williams. Down low. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Yeah, premier shot blocker. Holmgren may be slight of frame, but he's never running from the fray.
Now here's Gobert. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. And DiVincenzo with a basket on the assist from Edwards.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
SGA with it. DiVincenzo covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. SGA driving. Outside for Dort. This one for 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Out to the right wing. For 3, Randall. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Williams. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Thunder lead by 1.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. For the Thunder, Williams comes in for Hartenstein, and it's Wallace in for Dort. DeSumo, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Outside, Williams. Gobert against Williams. Launches it. Wallace misses. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Randall, pass to McDaniels. Booking, and it's Randall with the assist. McDaniels got 8 points.
I just love the ball movement.
And here's SGA outside. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking.
Oh! Edwards with the highlight reel jam.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. SGA passes to Williams. A minute 22 left in the third. Williams, that's good. Williams has got his second bucket on the night.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Edwards, a pass to Randall. Back to Edwards. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Fires from deep. Williams grabs the board.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
SGA against Edwards. Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Running the show, Gilgeous-Alexander is talented as a passer.
Dosunmu, the pass to Randall. Pass to McDaniels. Three-pointer. Knocks down the long J. McDaniels got 6 here in the quarter.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Holmgren outside. Inside. And Williams with the basket on the assist by Holmgren. Williams has got his third bucket of the night.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
For 3, Randall. And another 3 from Minnesota.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. Oklahoma City shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
At the line for your
He hits the second from the line. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. He's been effective on offense, racking up 21 points so far in this contest. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th quarter. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Bones Highland out there with Ayo Dosunmu. And it's Clark in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's Oklahoma City with it after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. The 3 from Mitchell. That shot is off.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Randall inside. Check by Mitchell. Randall against Mitchell. And he drops it in from the low post.
Yes, we've seen the range from Randall, but at his core, he's a big who excels around the hoop.
Holmgren outside, takes a 3. Oh, and Reed with a block. And he's able to get it back. Holmgren with a screen on Clark. Here's Wallace, 6 on the shot clock. No good on the triple. Minnesota leading by 8. And it's Randall with the jam.
And they're putting together another quality possession. They're taking control of this game.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. Time to finish the game strong.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Edwards is checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen out, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Well, Reed really gets after it on defense. He's a big man that loves coming up with blocks.
Highland looking for an opening. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy. And it's a 12-point Minnesota lead.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
SGA finds Mitchell. Back to SGA. To get back on track. Beating the contact. Gilgeous-Alexander.
A clever scorer who reads the floor beautifully. The floater is just one of many ways Gilgeous-Alexander can beat you.
Pass to Randall. Back to Highland. Lets it go from deep. Mitchell grabs a miss. Thunder trail by 10. To the inside. Oh, and Reed with a block.
Outstanding defense by Reed there. He understands the importance of protecting the basket.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line. So we'll see Naz Reid go to the line here. It goes on Aaron Wiggins. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off their arc tonight.
And there it is!
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
And Minnesota with some changes. Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for DeSumo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Highland. Randall with the drive.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
The first one falls.
A focal part of this offense. In addition to his scoring ability, Randall is also a terrific passer at his position.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
DiVincenzo against Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Hartenstein. Outside SGA. Shot clock at 6.
When you're as good a passer and scorer as SGA, you'll get defenders to bite like that.
And he makes a first.
At the line for 2.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot. A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. Now here's SGA. Oh, what a jam! Holding nothing back.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. The Timberwolves lead by 11.
A sloppy pass. Have to be more precise than that.
He got it.
Recognizes the fast break opportunity and takes full advantage. Gilgeous-Alexander has a solid feel for the game.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Here's Edwards. Now McDaniels. Clock at 6. Now Edwards. For 3. SGA pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
1:19 left in the fourth quarter here. Outside Williams. Outside Holmgren. Jacks up a 3. Gobert pulls it down.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Edwards. The 3 is in.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Timberwolves.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And certainly a point of pride. They've now won 50 games this year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Shooting for Minnesota.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Oh, yeah! That's good! This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Julius.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.